What up? How's it going? Welcome back to another episode of Mondays, or whatever we're gonna call this series, but a little quick recap on how the weekend went and even how the month went, because we're now in the month of February, the best month of all time, officially. And I think February 2026, this year specifically, is statistically one of the most perfect months ever based off of Sunday starting on the 1st. And there's perfectly 28 days in the month. So it's like we have 7 days a week. It's like literally on paper, this is a perfect month. So I started my month off the right way. You know, VIP clients signed up yesterday. I think I made a couple $1,000s today. And off to a great start. Even as we speak, I have a client trying very, very hard to do the payment option for our VIP expedited program. And we have financing available. And I was gonna make a post on my story like, yo, shout out to Klarna and Afterpay. If you don't know what that is, like go find out, do your research. But what you're gonna gain out of this video, just a quick recap of some things that I've learned. Whether I go into detail or not, wait and see, stay tuned, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. But yeah, what happened over the weekend? I wish I had some B-roll for you, but I do wanna post this video before I pass out for today. But I've been on Zoom calls 12 hours straight. Over the weekend, I got the chance to go to this event. I'll probably drop the B-roll. Hosted by Solomon Woods, right? Shout out to him, right? He is a real, like, down-to-earth, like, expert in the field, very successful entrepreneur, and he's coached many people in my space. So I'm giving him a shout out because I went to his event and it was the best event ever. Why? Because they had speakers on there. They all do what I do. I've actually made some money with some of the people that were in the room. So sort of part of the network already. And then the other people I just met there, just trading value, giving game, like, it was just my favorite type of room to be in. And I did learn something in that room that I was able to implement today for one of my VIP clients that we were trying to find a solution for, and bow, I was able to, and I'll let you guys in on, like, if you want to find out how, I'm putting this information exclusively in my school community, school.com/850. Now, we found out how to finally get into Navy Federal. And I'm gonna leave it at that because I'm posting this on YouTube, okay? Without the stress. That's how I'm gonna word that. So if you pick up what I'm putting down, it worked flawlessly and instantly. So if you're a lucky subscriber and you watch this content, oh, you're in luck. All right, so all you gotta do to get access to that information, join my community, and that's the only place I'm sharing it. Because I was like, oh my God, all the countless people that have been saying, oh yeah, man, you got any relationship, go through your phone book and see if you know anybody in the Army, this and that. We're skipping all of that, moving forward. Oh my God, and then my guy just called me. I gotta call him back. I might call him back before I end this video, but I'm finished. Why that guy referred the couple that I just got approved for $60,000, right? So we're waiting on the other 30 to hit, but the first 30,000 went through. And then I got, another update. Yo, I'm getting better at what I do. I got somebody with a 500 some credit score approved for like $15,000. Yeah. I'm like, yo, I'm getting better at what I do. Because I only send people to the bank with 730 and above. But what can we do to help those people that their scores are just low because they maxed out all their credit cards? And that's the type of entrepreneurs that I help frequently, and I have a strategy for that as long as you become a VIP client. So I have my VIP clients that we take care of. So some people, they come to me, they have okay credit or they just literally maxed out on everything. I had a client even put their information in my app recently, right? I have a notification for all the signups, and it's just showing, oh yeah, I know this guy, I'm glad he's using my app now because this is where I'm transferring all the VIP clients, and it's showing me a quick snapshot of their credit report has soared, and it rates their fundability, and it shows the high. And this is a client that I've worked with about 1.5 years ago. We were able to get him approved for like $80,000 to pay off all his credit cards. Man, I'm gonna need a testimonial from him because that's like, I can really add that. So ultimately, he's back to the same position he was. I'm not putting his business out there, but I will say this, right? Like, when I seen how many credit cards are still maxed out today, after we got him $80,000 to wipe out most of the personal day. Still had done the business side, but the idea is this. This is a little strategy for y'all. When you have so much crippling debt, you need to restructure and find a loan or two, whether it's personal or business. You gotta find money to replace the expensive money because the interest is gonna eat you alive and you're gonna be running away from a bankruptcy. It's gonna feel like you're on a treadmill, right? And stop investing into businesses where, like you need to, if you're gonna invest in a business, let it be a proven strategy. And like, if you can't start in that new business with or in partnerships or under the mentorship of somebody who has the experience and wins and successes and SOPs already built out, just tread lightly as far as like going all in, okay? Tread light. So I hope I'm not all over the place. I'm really just breaking down. I'm getting better at what I do, still finding ways and creative ways for people to pay off their credit cards, which is one strategy, get them approved. Even if they have bad credit or okay credit, but just a low score, we can still get them funded, right? And I've even been able to get somebody, with a low credit score, but good credit, high limit credit cards, but just maxed out credit cards. So he needed the funds to, sort of bring down those balances. And then I'm setting up meetings because I have a way and a method to ultimately help clients zero out their credit cards. Another piece of information that is in my school community, even if they don't have the funds. Right. So that's a strategy I don't promote. I do not promote that strategy, but I will. I will start putting that out because I was like, yo, not many people know about this hack. Okay? It's a hack, it's a loophole, and it's something that works. We can literally design the credit report. We have people in our circles, in our network, that can do a rapid rescore and can get those balances to zero out. We just have to organize your finances, which is what my app does. On the channel, I sort of like hinted at it, what I'm working on, and that's been taking up a lot of my time and attention. But last couple things I'm gonna mention on this. So we got funding, even if you have okay credit, even if you have maxed out credit cards, you need to stop maxing out your credit cards. And yeah, stuff. And then another PSA. Every time, like the lady that's trying to, let me see what the status is on this, because I can see it, right? We have our financing options. Typically, if you're hovering around like a, 600 something credit score, it's pending. She has tried literally 10 times to join this program. I should just let her in at this point. I wish I can show the camera, but I don't want to put nobody's name out there. I respect it. I gotta show the camera this, right? So, long story short, she has tried so many times. I forgot I can screenshot this because I can edit this a little bit, right? So many times to join the program. That is commitment if I've ever seen it. This person is committed to making sure that her kids are set up successfully, right? Making sure it's like she's employed, but she also has businesses on the side. I respect it, right? I respect it. So she knows she needs this opportunity. She knows she needs a change. She needs this information, and you guys should be taking this serious as well. Moral of the story, the thing is she's having a hard time because she don't really have too many credit cards. She didn't really get educated, and it's fine. And this is a grown woman, and I have so much respect for this lady, so shout out to her, because the information just has its value. Most of it you might be able to find on YouTube, but when it's organized in the way I'm organized, I'm gonna show you some things you ain't gonna find on YouTube. I can promise you that. Now, the idea is this. We set you up with some LLCs. These LLCs, she even wanted to gift one of her kids an LLC, right? Setting up LLCs and allowing them to age over time, that's one of the best gifts you can give your kids. It's one of the best things you can do before you die. Just because it's LLCs are recognized as people, like as a person legally. So they have the ability to take on debt. And when you have the ability to take on debt, that means there's a possibility that you can get access to legal money without having to work for it and trade your time for it. I hope I'm not ashy. Oh my God. But anyways, ultimately, how hungry are you for success? You gotta ask yourself, or for a change. Even me, right? It's segueing into my next point, right? I want to do multiple high-ticket mentorships this month. It's my month, by the way, if you couldn't tell by the intro, February, you know? So before I get older, I want to make those investments into myself. I want to make sure, like, this is the best month of my life. It has to be, right? So I'm like, what can I do? Should I do? I have to do something drastic. I prayed, right? And you might not know on day one, you might not know how you're going to accomplish your goals, but you do know you have to do something you've never done before, or something that scares you, that's drastic. And even when I was, I was scrolling for a little bit earlier, and like this one guy, he invested in the same program that I invested in, right? And he was telling his story about how he invested it all, and he was so nervous. And then, but he was making that video from Dubai, right? He was telling his experience, like, yo, I took a big risk earlier, and I was scary. I didn't really know how I was gonna make it. I didn't know how I was gonna pay my rent, my staff, and this and that. And like, look, and I feel like I'm at a point in life where I give God a lot of credit, right? Like, I don't even like saying he or she or anything, but God represents everything, right? Has been answering a lot of things that I've dreamed of. And once in a while, I realize, damn, I drive my favorite car. I got a beautiful girl. Like, I got a nice crib. Right by the beach. Like, yo, like, Florida weather, the whole entire country's frozen, right? Like, and I prayed for these things. I prayed for this reality a while ago. Just to be somebody that owned a BMW, right? Long story short, not to be long-winded. Overall, once in a while, I'll stop and appreciate, like, the life that I get to live and not take it for granted. Now, there's times where there's times where it's like, I'm not done yet. I'm nowhere close to where I want to be in life. And I admit that publicly. But ultimately, whatever you can gain from what I'm saying right now, you're going to have to do things that scare you to get to the next level. And wrapping up this video, I'm faced with that decision, right? I have 2 opportunities to invest into more information and take a lot more action and go above and beyond what I've been doing now, right? You gotta ask yourself, are you trying your best in life right now? Are you? Are you really? And if you are, there's still room to grow. There's still some more potential. So that being said, hey, is what it is. Oh wow, I just realized something. So ultimately, I hope you got some value out of this video. This is just a quick update. I started off saying how this lady was now trying to start her financial, even she has a degree and everything, right? But ultimately, you're never too late to start your financial literacy journey, and I respect it at any age, right? And she was having a difficult time, like even doing the payment plan because she didn't have like a real debit card, right? Last PSA, because I gotta say it, anytime, like guys, we gotta graduate from Cashapp and Chime. We need real bank accounts. I'm gonna put a bank account that I recommend in the description, but they don't have no branches, so that's even on the same level as Chime and Cashapp, but ultimately they have a little sign-up bonus. Look, everybody should have a real bank account, a real debit card, at least one debit card for emergencies if you don't have any credit whatsoever and you have to build. I've spoken to a few people today. They gotta build. They have to build. But don't be one of those people that just don't have any credit or credit cards or anything like that, right? Or if you don't have any credit cards, at least have a real bank account. Chime and Cash App don't count, okay? That's where I'm gonna leave it there. It's my little Monday check-in. We're bringing you some content, uploading some more podcast episodes. My editor is back. Yes, sir. And I'm supposed to be having a call with another, oh no, look, I'm gonna wrap it up on there. But we working, all right? We working.